Good evening, Dean Davison, LiveWeatherBlogs.com meteorologist here with your overnight outlook for the 8th of November. This is Monday, 2010. You see we have winter weather advisories throughout the entire parts of the Intermountain West and also up in eastern New York, parts of Vermont. Near Burlington, Vermont, winter weather advisories are in effect. We have some winter storm warnings and we have some winter storm watches, as well as some red flag warnings for fire danger in the south, in Georgia and Florida. Looking at the national radar, you can see what's going on in the national radar picture. We have an area here with one system, and it's the second area with that low, pesky low that's sitting off the coast here of Massachusetts, pumping in moisture back into the eastern United States. That's causing some snow up in the higher elevations, and we're also going to see some snow in the higher elevations here in the Intermountain West. Let's go to the northeast radar. Lower pressure is centered off the coast here. This is pushing in an onshore flow into Massachusetts, and that's giving us some heavy rain in some areas of eastern Massachusetts and some high winds, as well as some snow up here in the upper parts of New York and Vermont. And that'll continue throughout the night. Like I said, winter weather advisories are in effect. A couple inches of snow. And some sleet mixed in. There's actually some reports of sleet mixed in as far south as New Jersey today, so it's been interesting. Take a temperature profile with a high pressure now built in here in the Mississippi Valley. We're getting that warm air pumping back into the Midwest in front of the next front. What that's doing is putting 80s, 70s, 80s, and 60s here in most of the Midwest, Illinois, Indiana, all the way through Nebraska, all the way over to Virginia, Roanoke Valley, down through the Triad, all the way down to the south. And that's what we call Indian summer across part of the east. When you get a warm-up, so you get after a frost and a freeze, you get Indian summer, and that's what we'll consider this. This is an Indian summer for most of the East Coast. You get some 30s and 40s in the parts of the northern states, but that's mainly because of that low pressure that will be sticking around for a little bit with some precipitation also. Here's our satellite picture with a synopsis. You can see here's that low pressure system located here off the East Coast. You see the counterclockwise rotation around that, pushing in moisture onshore. If the high pressure is sitting here over the Ohio and Mississippi valleys, between the two of them, you're going to get windy conditions. You might actually get some more increased winds in like the Roanoke Valley and also these areas, specifically in here, coming up here between the high and the low. You get the gradient wind, and that can cause, just in itself, can cause winds 20 to 30 miles an hour. And then you get the return flow here with the moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, which may tend to give us a possibility of severe weather by the end of the week. We get another one of these nasty systems coming in from the west coast and crashing into the warm and unstable atmosphere that will be created with the warmer than normal air in the atmosphere here. First one shouldn't be that bad, but coming on a little further, we may get that enough instability to cause some severe weather, possibly by the end of the week. We'll have to keep an eye on here at LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Short-term forecast, we get the 995 low sitting off the coast, which we've been talking about. Some rain and snow showers popping in. We also have that weaker front that'll pop into the Midwest. Like some gradient, you're going to get increase the winds, and lows going to actually strengthen when it gets off the coast. As it goes out into the middle Atlantic, get some warmer air also pushing in here to the Iowa, Illinois areas. And we have another front coming into the Midwest, and you see what's going to happen is we'll get this front that's coming in here to crash in about Friday, and that's where we're going to possibly look for the situation with severe weather as this low intensifies as it gets off the coast. Might push some surf back towards the beaches, so keep an eye on that also. No severe weather over the next couple days, and no tropical weather, believe it or not, to talk about tonight. So into the Roanoke Valley forecast. 67 Indian summer has returned Tuesday. Wednesday, 68 degrees, 66 Veterans Day on Thursday, 65 on Friday, and continuing this 60s degree weather probably through at least part of your weekend before we get slightly cooler next week. And for the Triad, 38 overnight, 70 beautiful degrees on Tuesday, Indian summer for Winston-Salem area also in Triad. Lows at night near 40, highs in the daytime near 65, much as like I said with the Roanoke Valley. We're not seeing a chance of precipitation until about Sunday, if that, with the next front, which will cool down the area. So stay with LiveWeatherBlogs.com for the latest weather information, and also our Live Weather Blogs official winter forecast, 6 days from the 9th. So I'm doing this at 9 o'clock at night, so when we turn to 9th, we're going to be under 6 days to our winter outlook. So stay tuned for that. For LiveWeatherBlogs.com, this is meteorologist Dean Davis.